Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome to H-Man Gaming. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the Man of War versus the M8 in Black Ops 3. Now, I feel like over the last 2 or 3 months is when people really started to realize what this Man of War is capable of. It was an afterthought in the beginning of the game. When you thought of number 1, number 2 assault rifle, it was clear-cut M8 number 1 with something like the XR2 falling behind. Even I made a video in the past saying, and I ranked the assault rifles and I had the XR2 second and the Man of War 5th. I would now put the XR2 in dead last and the Man of War either first or second. I'll let you know that at the end of the video. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking a look at the basic stats of both guns that are given in the game, and then we're also going to be giving my total opinion over the strengths and weaknesses of both guns, what you want to use them for, what they specialize in, what I want out of an assault rifle, what I think makes an assault rifle elite and the best assault rifle in the game. And after all that is said and done, I'm going to pick my opinion over which one is number 1 and which one is number 2. And then you guys are going to leave in the comments down below whether you agree or disagree with me, because there is simply room for debate now. Before, there was never a debate between 1 and 2 AR in this game. XR2 was always number 2. It was never saying that it was better than the M8. I think the Man of War, there's a real argument now. People are starting to go towards that Man of War even more than the M8, it feels like sometimes. So let's get into the basic stats of both guns. Alright guys, so here we have the most basic stats of both guns in the game. If you look at the 4 categories listed below, they are damage, range, fire rate, and accuracy. The Man of War has the advantage over the M8 in 2 of the 4 categories, which are damage and fire rate. Now obviously, the Man of War has the advantage over fire rate because it is a fully automatic assault rifle, whereas the M8 is a 4-round burst rifle. So that means that the M8 has also got an advantage over the Man of War in 2 of those categories, which are range and accuracy. And if you just look at those guns, both of those make sense when you use them. Now, the biggest weakness of the Man of War is accuracy, and I don't feel like that bar there does it justice. I feel like it should be a little bit lower. I think out of all the assault rifles, it's the one that needs grip the most. I penalize the Man of War a lot in comparing the two because I feel like it needs grip. It is really not that accurate. Other than the XR2, it might be the least accurate in my opinion in the game. And if you look at the M8, that damage is a little bit deceiving because it is a 4-round burst assault rifle. So if you hit all those 4 shots in the burst, you have a very high chance of it being a 1 burst. Now, it's really hard to hit all those 4 bullets because it has to be like you're not strafing left and right that much. It has to be in like a straight-on gunfight. Most of the time, you're not going to hit that, which is why you tend to get 2 to 3 bursts when you get kills with the M8. But if somebody's running straight at you and you're not strafing too much, you get that chance for the 1 burst. So that low damage is a little bit deceiving. The accuracy, however, tells the story. The M8 is my personal favorite for those very long-range type gunfights. Even more than the Shiva. Like, you see the Shiva's not quite accurate. It bounced a little bit. The M8 is very accurate from those long range, picking people off of head glitches, and that's why it is like a personal favorite in the Call of Duty community, because it has a good mix of strength and accuracy. Now, with the Man of War, it really stands out is that damage. Of course, fire rate is good because it's a fully automatic assault rifle, but that's not why people use this gun. This thing shreds people from those medium ranges. When it's not like trying to pick people off of a long-range gunfight, I don't know if there's no other assault rifle you would want in any other gunfight other than the Man of War. The M8 is so much better in those long-range type gunfights. The Man of War is much better in those medium type, more mobile game modes. So let's get back into the video and we'll talk a little bit more about it. So as you can see, it's kind of hard to pick a clear-cut advantage. Which one has the winner over just the basic stats in the game? You're not supposed to look too into those stats. I think those are more just like when you start the game, kind of seeing like which ones you want if you want to go towards something that's more accurate, strong, range. And so it's kind of hard to pick a winner because it's 2 and 2, and then they're both very different type guns with clear-cut advantages and disadvantages. So let's first talk about what you want with an assault rifle. When I think of an assault rifle, I think of something that is really good in those medium to long-range gunfights, that are really good at picking people off of those tough head glitches. When I think of an assault rifle battle, I think of one guy on one side of the map with a head glitch, one guy on the other side of the map with a head glitch, and somebody's gonna have the advantage if you're using different assault rifles. For example, there's a gun like the Shiva that is very good at picking people off of those head glitches, but you're not very mobile with it. I think you also want to have an assault rifle that can make you very mobile. So when we talk about mobility with assault rifles, I think the Man of War is only beaten by the HVK. The HVK, I think, is a little bit better with mobility, but the Man of War is a very close second. The Man of War is very good in those medium-type gunfights that you're going to get more often in just the flow of the game, not necessarily when you're just on a head glitch, pre-aiming long distance, when you're running around, pre-aiming around corners at those medium-type ranges. When you get killed by the Man of War, you know it. That thing shreds you. And although I think the M8 is very, very good, I don't necessarily notice getting shredded or getting killed very fast when I get killed by an M8. When I get killed by a Man of War, I instantly know what gun it is. It feels like it has rapid fire, high caliber, but it just kills that fast. It's insane. So you got to give the edge to mobility in those medium range gunfights for the Man of War. But when you think of the M8 combines the accuracy, the damage if you can connect on your bursts, and the range. That, in my opinion, is the best at picking people off of those long-range head glitches, even better than the Shiva, in my opinion. And you can also be mobile. As mobile as the Man of War or the HVK? No. But it has what those guns don't. Picking people off of those classic assault rifle head glitches and just doing the job that I think people tend to go for an assault rifle more. That gives you the advantage over something like a submachine gun player, over an LMG player, because you can't be mobile. So you have to give the edge to the M8 in just those clear, long-range type gunfights. So with that all being said, I really feel like you can kind of set these things apart and find a clear-cut winner when you look at the biggest weaknesses of both guns. The Man of War, in my opinion's biggest weakness is that accuracy. You have to run grip on this gun. I even made a video, if any of you remember from the past, saying you don't need grip on the Man of War. I don't know what I was on when I made that video. Maybe my shot was just elite that day, but I always run grip with the Man of War. Don't listen to 2 months ago A-Train Gaming. He was wrong. So you always need grip on this Man of War, in my opinion. Its biggest weakness is that accuracy. You're not going to be able to pick people off of those long-range head glitches unless, like, if you do kill them and connect with your shots, you're going to kill them very, very fast. But it's much easier said than done. Landing those long-range shots is an issue with this gun. In the M8, I would say biggest weakness is those close to medium-range gunfight. Not really medium, more like the close range. When you're not pre-aiming, when you have to snap onto somebody at a close range. That's where it can struggle a little bit more, because you're not going to be able to hit all those 4 bursts, so you're going to have to get 2 or 3 bursts up close, potentially trying to hip fire a submachine gun player, where I would much rather have the Man of War in that situation. But with all that being said, guys, if I had to pick a #1 assault rifle in the game right now, I would still go towards the M8, because the Man of War's weakness of that long-range accuracy is just too much for me to overlook. That's what I want with an assault rifle. And although the Man of War is a very, very, very close second in my opinion, and it's still insanely good, and I still sometimes find myself going towards it more than the M8, I can't overlook that weakness. Whereas the M8's biggest weakness, I've been able to deal with for a long time now. Of course, sometimes being up close against a submachine gun, I'm like, damn, I wish I had a Man of War in that situation. That would have been game-changing. But I don't feel completely handicapped or immobilized in that position using an M8. I still think it's usable. It's not something that's awful like a Shiva. And it combines that damage, range, and accuracy that you want. Look at something like the ICR. Very good for picking people off of those long-range head glitches, but just not strong enough. The M8 combines all those stats into what I want from an assault rifle. So let me know in the comments down below if you agree or disagree with me. Thank you all for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed, and I will talk to you all later.